Oh hey, I'm Kyra, and let's play Doki Literature Club. But since it's banned from Google Play Store, I downloaded somewhere. Alright. I'm here and uh, I'm at the kitchen because I'm not allowed to eat rice at the bedroom. It's alright for me because it's not allowed, but let's continue since we were just waited for like 20 minutes or so. Doki, ding, ding, ding. Guys, I remember I played this before, but it got deleted, so I don't know if I want to try it again since it scared me so much. I don't know why, but bro. And by the way, I'm 10 years old. I am not scared of blood, like, bro. Like, it's just blood. If there's too much in blood, I don't care too. But it's okay. Grab a bandage and just make it heal. Guys, I turned on the electric fan. Okay, let's go to the new game or load game. Okay, we didn't do it. Enter my name. Anong name? J. Or pwede Kyra na lang. Yeah. Wait. Kyra. J. Yeah. This one na lang. Kulit eh. Why is it always Q? Kai or Ra? Okay. Whew. Hey! I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in her air like she's totally obvious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know the kind of friend that you'll never see yourself making yourself making today. But it just kind of works out because we've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, we would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase me after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle off I can't read. Okay, Daddy. And idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. I overslept again! But I caught you this time! Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. Eh? You say like that you were thinking about incarning me. That's me, Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. But I guess you don't have it in you to be mean or if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. The streets become increasing speckled with other students making their day commute. By the way, Kyra, have you decided to join a club to join? Have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already. I can't read. I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. We haven't been looking either. Eh? That's not true. You told me you would would join a club this year. I'm sorry, guys. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did. And one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sarah likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content. Just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. I was talking about how worried that you won't learn how to socialize and have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I'll die at the thought of you and becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look up a few cups if it makes you happy. No promises though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by a cafe girl? More than that, I'm surprised I let myself relate to her. I guess saying her word makes so much about me. Makes me wanna eat her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. Ang haba. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I packed up my things, I started blinking at the wall looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sarah wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello, Sayori? Sayori has not come into the classroom where I was spacing out. I look around and realized that I'm only the one left in class. I thought a crowd was coming out of classroom, but I still just didn't know spacing out. Busy out, so I came in. Honestly, you're worse than me does sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club.
Kumakain na kayo, ha?
Oh, yeah. Well, I thought you need some encouragement, so I thought, you know. Know what? Well, that you can come to my club.
O bakit?
Sayori. Yeah?
Kaya nga, muna ka pa.
There is no way I'm going to your club.
Love you, Kai. Kai, wala akong school. Assignment ka ba?
Natapos na ako. Pero Filipino, malapit na ako matapos. Nakalimutan ko lang yung words. Lahat kami estudyante nakalimutan. Nag-ask ako ng 5 tao. Wala pa sinaalala.
Wala silang maalala?
Yeah. Kalimutan tayo lahat. Yeah. Yung ano bang word lang sasabihin? Sarah is the vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only. I can't read. My gosh. She only did it because she thought it would. Be fun to help start a new club.
Ayan, Kai. Banding sila, oh.
Hi. Who proposed the club? She inherited the title of vice president. That said, in my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I'll bring a new member, and I'm still getting my cup and writing.
The wheels of the banks go round and round, round and round, round and round, round and round. Huh?
Sayori, no! Why are you skipping? I didn't even read. Wait, I just stopped. I didn't even. Fine, I'll stop for a couple, okay? Yes, let's go! And so, today's marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I directly followed Sayori across the school and upstairs. A section of the school I rarely visit. Sayori, full of energy, swings the classroom door.
The wings on the banks go round.
Everyone, the new members here! Don't club your new member. Eh? I glance around the room. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sorry, always says nice thing about you. Seriously, you bad boy. Wait till you ask me here. Oh. Ah, Kyra, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. Club. It's full of private girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. So sorry. Natsuki.
Daddy!
Natsuki is a tsundere? The girl with sour attitude, whose name is apparently the school. Natsuki is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that in the quietly into my ear. Then turns black toward the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. So don't say things like that.
Nag-ano ka na sa school nyo?
Daddy.
Nagsalita ka na harapan? Hindi pa.
Hindi pa lamang salita, magpapasa lang. Nagka-very good ako, sabi lang ni ma'am.
Very good ka? Ano yan?
Yung sa AP. Yung ontobiology, diba?
Autobiography.
Well, it's nice to meet both of
ka
you.
lang? Nakabog ka pa?
And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Kyra. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we wrote talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in the class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Usually completely out of my league. So having her so general feels a little. You too, Monica. Some sit down, Kyra. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged from the form of the table. As I mentioned, it's been widened that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Yuri. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens a closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Wow! Natsuki lifted the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. Oh, that's so cute! I can imagine it. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were. Oh, that's so cute. So cute! I had no idea you're so good at baking, Natsuki. Hey, well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sorry goes was hers, not Monica. I follow. It's delicious! Sayori talks with her mouth full and manages to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her looking glasses in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. It's really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything? Eh? I thought you technically did, so you're set. Well, maybe. But not for you, no. You, dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's word logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a teaspoon. She carefully places a... This is why I don't want to be here. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. We keep a whole teacup in the classroom? Sorry guys, I've been eating. Let's continue. And let's go. Return. Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get in the middle intimidated. You're just trying to impress you. Eh? That's not... Insulted Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a positive pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea.
Kay,
What?
saan si Kasyo? Hindi mo tablet eh, no? Kasyo, no, ate, oh.
Close the door. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me that I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs today, and Sayori seems really happy here, so that's okay. Don't be too embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of Literature Club, it's my duty to make club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You should probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand off all politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicly and how to prepare for events. I much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica is really a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a youth club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in pulling out the effort to start something brand new, especially when something is that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You can have to work hard. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we all really will grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah, we'll do our best. You know it. Everyone extended agrees. Such different girls are all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard to just find this three. Maybe that's why they're all delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I really don't know if I can keep up with their level of interest about literature. So Kyra, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants something to say, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep, complex, fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in. But it's obvious that by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp something I can relate at the memorable level. At this rate, you might as well having a conversation with a rock. Really, I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh, why's that? Well, Natsuki's eye dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like about cooked things, don't you, Natsuki? Well, what? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looks like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud. And give that back. Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems. Everything you do is as cute as you are. Sayori sits up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Oh my gosh! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them all sometime? No! Natsuki adverts oh, you wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? If you share some of your work, you can set us an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Aww, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Huh? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we all share them with each other. That way everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now we have a new member. I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Kyra? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back in the original of Pick Up Me journey to club, I want to look comfort with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. So I may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with the dejected eyes. I'm sorry, I thought. Huh? Tyra, you all. I'm defenseless against this girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls, right? Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy! Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You did really scare me for a moment. If you really came up for the cupcakes, I'd be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remembers today's assignment. Write a poem to bring the next meeting so we can also go out and share. Monica looks over at me once more. Kyra, I've looked forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Kyra, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right. Sayuri and I never walk home together anymore because he always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I be happy spending every day after school in the literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright! I just need to make the most success, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Okay guys, let's make a poem! Okay. Music, imagination, spinning, bubbles, papa, assess, joy, hair, friends, heart, laugh, shame, love, jumpy, loud, tears, why, clouds, candy, blanket. Okay. Hi again, Kyra. Got to see you didn't run away and us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the Lyrics Club. I was at the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Kyra. I hope this is too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on! Like he deserves any slack. Sayuri told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Manga is literature! Swiftly deleted, Natsuki clubs back into her seat. Don't worry guys, Kyra always gives his best as long as he's having fun. Sorry, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Kyra can become good friends too. Sayuri? As usual, Sayuri seems obvious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayuri. Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayuri made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What did I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I will make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. You reach into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out. So I picked out a book I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you want to. This is How this girl accidentally making so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I like. That's why it's me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I'm listening to this book. Few, well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that's everyone settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some Nisticosis of us club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. I heard Monica with cheery conversation in the corner. Raised faces our booting with a I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is roaming around in the closet. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I stopped down to the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy with myself with something related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the books Yuri gave me. But I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monica. We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to the other clubs though. Well, we can't really give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that of a literature club sounds too dense and literature. And it's not like that all, you know? We just need a way of showing it to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem though. Eh? What do you mean? Even we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do this thing to speak to their creative minds. What's this? Sayori's taking this real seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. That's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? Well, I guess we could. Cupcakes! Good thinking. Natsuki will love to do that. You're right. Natsuki makes best cooked cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you just did. Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Anyways, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still usual self, but therein lies unexpected reasons I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I ended up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what would be like to see the world through her eyes. Whoa! Wah! I opened my eyes to see Sayori's face filling my vision. I really fall out my chair. Sorry. Wait! Actually, I'm not sorry, I love. It's your fault for sleeping like that. Isn't it the Lappy Club? This isn't the Lappy Club. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know? You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that out loud. I glanced over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true though. Yeah, I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. It's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Eh? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on, at least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Eh? Sayori glances around at herself. How is it written all over me? You were clearly out of Russian this morning. Look, your hair sticking out of here. I run my fingertips down Sayori's hair, trying to smooth it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your boy isn't straight either. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right here. I tried to wipe off the stain with my finger, but nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Unfortunately, I really don't care about that. Hey, you meanie. And you don't even keep your blazer button up. Seriously, Sayori, why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Eh? That's super mean. Sorry, but you take me here. I start to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you change your mind. Y'all, I know what to do here. Save here. Okay, let's return. This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kind of things. Eh? Don't say it like that. You make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to loosely close the button near her chest. Does this thing even perfectly fit me? I did when I brought it. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? It means my... got bigger again. Don't say it aloud. Anyway, you look much better now, so... why does it feel strange to see Cyrus blazer button out like that? But it's so stuffy. Ooh, it's not really low. Cyrus has the unbuttons her blazer once more. It's still unbuttoned. That's so much better. Sorry puts her arms out and twirls around. That's cute. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why you're saying like that is like this good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you'll take care of me better than everyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying this all embarrassing things. I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier, fine. It's a deal. I guess we're really better at taking care of each other than we are taking care of yourselves. Yeah, I guess so, huh? So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing again, sorry. Shut now. Shut. But I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell you with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Monica suddenly calls out. Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay! Kara can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I felt too soundness was, but Sayori still trusts her right to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Syra and Monica and Trish pulled out their poems. Syra is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composed this notebook. I can already see Monika's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri were feeling a comply as well, reaching into the bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? Monica, of course. I should start with Monica. Yesterday, she seemed eager to read my poem, and I want her to know I'm putting in effort. Hi, Kara. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever had suggestions for your club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep them in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to things up. I'm much better just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Kyra. We're all in the best today, you know? Once that sort of barrier we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I have want to call my poem. Like at this one, it makes me think of Sayuri you would like. Is that so? You and your Sayuri are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sort of things in common. Well, we may be good friends, but Sayuri and I are really different. Well, that may be the case. But maybe there's also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you. It sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. You sure you're not reading it into it much? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in case, Sayuri's writing has kind of gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions, like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's so unexpected. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experience a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I'm comfortable doing things. That's okay. I'll let this year try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased. Everyone else might be a little biased towards their own kinds of styles. But I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about you impressing them or anything. Anyway, you wanna read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims not to be very good. Well, that's cause I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel the way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. A hole in the wall, okay. So what do you think? It's for freedom, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be very powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of emphasis recently. It's been influencing up my poems a bit. Alright guys, I have to save this and I'm gonna continue tomorrow. Bye!